What's up everybody, and welcome to our very first tutorial. I do hope everybody managed to install the tree that I showed you to install in the previous video, right? So if you run tree, you should see that okay, so far we have nothing. We don't have any directories, we don't have any files in this directory that we're working on. So I did explain as to why I'm choosing to just work on an empty directory, so that we can start building from scratch and not having directories that already exist in the system, right? Because I could have just went to the home directory and then started there, but that would have been more complicating because you'd be seeing a whole bunch of things. Trust me, it's way too complicated, right? So it's easier to start this way, so that even for few beginners, they can get to follow along, right? Cool. So the directory we're gonna be dealing with now is make directory, right? So it's mkdir, which stands for make directory, right? So this is more like you creating a new folder in a way, but then instead of you going to your system and then you go navigate to files or file manager and then you go and click the icons of creating a new directory and the new folder directory in the new folder, and then you create a folder, you can just do that in your terminal, right? So this is a text-based user interface, so everything you do, you're just gonna be typing, right? So you'll be more hands-on keyboard than the mouse, right? So in the other one, you get to use your mouse, right? And then click, and then you get to use the keyboard to write the name of the directory. In this case, you're just gonna be more hands-on the keyboard and not the mouse, right? Cool. So let's begin, right? So the first thing we're gonna do, or how we're gonna use this directory, right? We're gonna see how we get to create one single directory, multiple directories with files, and different ways of doing it, right? There's a lot of ways of doing it. So the simplest one is mkdir and then the name of your directory. So in this case, I'm gonna call mine Murex the coder, right? I've created the directory, right? And then if I type tree just to see the directories, right? So now we have one directory. We started with just 0 directories. We don't have any files. We're gonna get to a part where we get to create files as well, but in this case we're just creating directory. We have one directory, which is this directory, right? And this dot is just saying that this is the working directory, or the directory we're at, right? Cool. So we have successfully created this directory, right? Cool. So now, what if you want to create maybe multiple directories with the same command? So you can do that by just saying mkdir. So since we have Murex the coder, let's just say YouTube or YouTuber, and then say Javarist, Python, Python master. So I'm just randomly choosing names, right? And then I press enter, right? And then I use tree command. So if I use tree command, you will see that we have 4 directories now, right? In these directories, that's the dot, that's the directory we're at. We have Javarist, we have Murex the coder, we have Python master, we have YouTuber, right? That's the directories that we have. But now how do we get to create a directory within a directory, right? So if I was to say mkdir and then I choose Javarist, right? And then in the Javarist, maybe I will say that hello, and then I press space, and then I choose Murex the coder, right? You know that you can just type the first 2 characters or 1 character and press tab, right? And it will auto-complete for you. And then in this case, Murex the coder, say new video, right? Don't put space in between, right? I will show you how to actually create a directory with the space in between, but so now we're just creating directories without spaces, right? Cool. So it's new video, and then I press space, and then I go to Python master, right? And then inside that Python master, I want to create another directory called calculator, maybe calculator, and then I press space, and then I go to YouTube, right? And then inside that directory I create what is it, content, right? And then I press enter. So if I do tree, you will see that that's what I did. So what I did with that command is that I went to JavaRest, right? I went inside this directory, and then inside that directory I created hello. So you see I just use slash, so that means that I'm inside that directory, and then I'm creating hello. Following through that, my command is saying make directory. So basically this is an application. Terminal is running on an application, right? And this application or this program follows my command. If I say mkdir, whatever that I'm doing there, I'm actually creating this directory, but I'm specifying where I want to create that directory, right? Normally if you're using file manager, you just go to the directory and then you browse to where you want to create that directory. In this case, you just specify just using the name of that directory, right? In this case, this is where I am, and then I created hello, right? After that, I'm in the same directory. Remember that you're running this command in this directory, so you didn't move into that directory. You're just doing it outside the directory, which is the beauty of terminal, because you can do everything that you want. There's more that you can do with the terminal, right? So cool. In this case, I went to Morex decoder, right? That's the command. I went to Morex decoder, and then inside Morex decoder, I'm creating what? A new video, right? I'm creating a new video, right? That's the directory that I created. Then inside Python master, all right, this is Python master, I created what? Calculator, right? And then I went to Mr. YouTuber, and then I created what? Content, right? Which is that. And that's basically your mkdir. There's different versions of using it. You can use it with the -p flag, which I will explain in the next part of this mkdir. But in terms of the make directory, that's basically it. I hope this was helpful and not so complicated, especially for beginners, right? Stick around and I shall show you more commands and a whole bunch of things that you can do with the terminal, because you can do a lot with the terminal, right? Other than that, I shall see you guys in the next tutorial.